Alright, how's it going everybody? So this is the second part in our tutorials for how to use the personal assistant macro maker. Here I'm going to teach you how to use variable steps. So variable steps are a part of your macro that allow you to change things up every time you run a command. So let's say for example here I'm using some graphic design software. It's got this amazing picture of a house right here. I know, I'm so talented. And let's say, oh, I kind of messed up my window right here and I need an eraser. So I already set up, I created a macro for PAMM to be able to get me an eraser whenever I need one. So here I'm going to say, hey there PAMM, give me an eraser. So you notice it pops up because I have a variable set for this macro. It asks me to enter a value for the eraser size. So let's say, that whole window looks pretty bad. I just want to erase all of it. So let's set a size of 30 for the eraser. Now in like literally a second, it switched from my pen tool to an eraser tool. Now I can mess around. Oops, I erased the roof. You know what? I'm just going to erase up this whole thing because it's pretty bad. All right, but that's the power of a variable step because every time I run it, I can change the size. So I could go, hey there, PAMM, give me an eraser. And let's say this time I just need a small eraser, so like size 5. And now I can just work, little touches here and there. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create those variable steps. So let's say, let's create a macro to give me a pen tool. So now that that's started, I'm going to click over here on the pen. I'm going to click here where I can enter a text value. And then I'm going to say start variable step. And then here it's just waiting for you to type stuff in so you could teach it for the purpose of the first time you record this, just a dummy value. So I'm just going to put in like 15. And then you say finish variable step. Finish variable step. So it's going to pop up and it's going to ask you to name this variable step. So in the future, you'll know what it's asking for. So in this case, this value is going to affect the pen size. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that value. And then I'll just go ahead and push enter so that it'll enter the value afterwards. And then I can say finish recording. Finish recording. So yeah, sometimes the speech recognition might not hear you on the first try, so just play around with it a little bit until it listens. You could also always hit that red stop button that's at the top. So this one I'm going to say give me a pen. And we can test it out if we want to. For this case, I'm not going to test it this time. Okay, so once we've finished recording our macro, let's go ahead and test it out running in assistant mode. So let's say I'm drawing here my house and I'm sketching it out in pencil and it's just pure art. Beautiful. Alright, but now I'm ready to fill in with pen. Hey there, PAMM. Give me a pen. And now you'll notice here it's asking for the pen size, which is the name that we put in earlier when we were creating the macro. I don't know, let's just say we want like size 6. And there you go. It fills in our value, clicks and switches us over to pen. And then we can just start making more cool stuff. Anyway, so that is a tutorial for creating variable steps and how you can use them to add a little more usability to your macros so you can switch stuff up every time you run it. Cool, so thanks so much for watching.